So here's a quick slide of what EMDR can help kids with beyond PTSD, beyond trauma. Our practice sees so many kiddos that are popping in and out or demonstrating various symptoms, various issues, anger issues, bullying, depression, sleep disturbances. So there are definitely so many things that EMDR can address. And I just put in this slide yesterday night because I wanted to make sure that you all know, I know this is many of us are joining from the state of California, but EMDR is global. It's in Asia, it's in Africa, it's in Latin America, it's in Europe, it's in Australia, it's in Mexico, it's in so many places around the world. And I think this image just goes to show how effective this modality really is and how it can be adapted cross cultures and cross different places. To date, I want to say there are 17,000 EMDR International Association members. Those are just the members. We train way more than that. There's 10,000 EMDR therapists trained alone in the UK. There are so many associations, and all the associations talk to each other, and they're continuing to advance research and how we can use this with children and families. All right. So here's the first little interactive thing I want you to all try. In EMDR, one of the key components is bilateral stimulation, or what I typically tell kids is back and forth movement. There are actually 3 types of back and forth movement. There's eye movements, there's tactile, which is touch, essentially, things you could touch. Kids love this one. And there's also auditory, so sounds moving back and forth. There are so many playful ways to help kids learn bilateral stimulation. You can use finger puppets, toys, Play-Doh. I'll give a little demonstration in a bit. But I'm going to have all of you try this. So in the next slide, there's going to be a little eyeball character. And without moving your head side to side, you're just going to move your eyes. I'm going to challenge you to follow the eyeball. It's going to start off slow, and then it's going to get a little faster. In EMDR, we actually help kids practice the slow eye movements and the fast eye movements because different speeds of eye movements actually help for different things. So let's give this a next fun little try. Let's see how fast your eyes can go. And a little faster. Can you keep following? And faster. Just a little faster. Fast, fast, fast. Back and forth with those eyes. All right. So that was just a little demonstration. Typically, in an EMDR session, your therapist will guide you through the eye movements for anywhere from 10 seconds at a time to 30 seconds at a time. And with kids, we usually just practice this and we do it in a lot of fun ways. I'm going to just stop my screen share for a little bit to show you some things that we might do in person with a child. So we might just have them pick a little toy. There's a little crab. So I love using this crab, and I'll just say, let's think about that thing that's making you feel really crabby. And I'm just going to have you follow the crab back and forth with your eyes. And then so usually kids will just move their eyes and follow a toy, whatever it is. Maybe your child loves Bluey and you're going to do a little Bluey eye movement, or really just picking any toy. I have a little skunk here and I'll just finger puppet and I'll just say, let's get rid of those stinky, stinky memories that are stuck in your brain, and we'll we'll be playful with it and we'll use toys that really spark the child's interests. So the next type of bilateral stimulation I want to share with you, you heard a little bit of that popping sound in the last slide, and we might actually offer kids to put on some headphones or their AirPods. And there are several different technologies out there now to play sound back and forth. That sound that you heard in the last one was kind of like a funny lip pop. And kids, I don't know why, they just think it's really funny. And there's bell sounds and different sounds that you can listen to as well. But I'm going to show you the next one, which is an example of tactile. Let's give tactile bilateral stimulation a little try. So tactile is one of the most popular, the butterfly hug is the most popular tactile movement in EMDR. It was first created by an EMDR therapist in Mexico named Lucina. And she created this because she started doing group EMDR with victims after Hurricane Pauline. And she developed it as a self-soothing method for trauma survivors. And this bilateral stimulation really helped them to regulate their emotions and then walk groups of people through an EMDR protocol. So I'll walk you through it for a little bit. So what we're first going to do is we're going to put our hands in front of us and we're going to cross our palms so that our thumbs kind of create this little butterfly shape or bird shape. And you're going to fly this butterfly just right over your heart. And usually you want your fingertips right underneath your collarbone. There's some pressure points there. And what we're going to do is we're going to touch our butterfly wings, the fingertips, slowly, left and right, left and right, for about 8 to 10 seconds. I'll stop share here so you can see my full screen. So have your hands right in front of your heart. And I'm just going to invite you to do slow taps with your butterfly, and I'll count you for 10 taps. You ready? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I invite you to take a full breath in and let it out. So that was an example of slow tactile, but I'm going to invite you to now just to tap those fingers as fast as you can. We're going to do it for about 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the tapping. Take a big breath in and sigh it out. Usually in EMDR, when we go fast, it's more of an activating bilateral stimulation, and that's useful when we're working on an activating memory. But let's just go back to slow. The fast can feel a little stressful or anxiety provoking. So if you need 8 more, 10 more slow taps, give that a try. And then the audio, you heard the lip pop, and we can use technology. Another thing that can be fun is using musical instruments or bells. Sometimes if you have kids that are old enough and they want to snap their fingers back and forth, they can do that. I like just sharing with kids that they can touch their little earlobes, what is this, a tragus, and just tapping on that if you do it. ears. So you could go fast or you could go slow. And for kids with sensory and they like the auditory, they like the sounds, that could be a fun way to do bilateral stimulation with children.